If I ever told a patient of mine to get something done for a partner or for a family, they'd be at the doctor's clinic or wherever in a jiffy. The moment it's something about her, she's got to wait for it to be convenient for her to find the time to maybe do something for herself because she's got so many what she thinks are more important things to do, and that has to stop.
Let me start by asking you, how do women make their midlife and menopause sexy and more fun?
Firstly, it's called midlife. It's not end of life. It's just moving on to the next level. For some people it's better, some people it may not be better. So the first thing that women have to remember is nothing really changes. There have to be adjustments. There has to be acceptance. You have to identify for yourself areas in which you probably want to spice things up or you need help, and then go and find that help. It doesn't always have to be from a doctor, but it's something every woman and every partner that she is with can do.
Yeah.
Most of it is attitudinal change. Most of it is things do get a little routine and in a rut and boring, and you have to kind of make everything interesting again in your life. And there's also medical help, which today is very well established, often misunderstood, which you can seek out. And that can definitely be a game changer.
You know, the term misunderstood is so powerful when it comes to women and health. I want you to say it plainly to our audiences. Why is it that women are so behind in asking for help?
Because they always put themselves last. I always say that if I ever told a patient of mine to get something done for a partner or for a family, they'd be at the doctor's clinic or wherever in a jiffy. The moment it's something about her, she's got to wait for it to be convenient for her to find the time to maybe do something for herself because she's got so many what she thinks are more important things to do, and that has to stop. The reason that has to stop is I'm also being extremely pragmatic and saying, if you think other things are important and you don't care for yourself, then those other important things are not going to do well. They're going to suffer. So women have to stop feeling guilty about putting themselves there, giving themselves priority, making sure that they are healthy and happy because their whole ecosystem depends upon it.
Yeah. You know, you started this conversation by saying midlife is the middle of life, not the end of life. And the reason I want you to explain this is because for most people, it feels like I've had my kids, I'm done. You know, we've heard, I'm just done now. So I just want you to explain, what does this medically mean?
So, you know, Germaine Greer once said something very interesting. She said, men lead very boring lives. Women don't, because they keep changing hormonally. Everything keeps changing in their lives.
There's permanent drama.
And, you know, well, probably keeps things interesting if they look at it that way.
Yeah.
So today you have to accept that women are going to spend almost half their lives after the midlife. So you can't be done. You've only begun. You have to now be prepared. And remember, the first half of your life is relatively easy because you're younger and a lot of things just get taken for granted. But now you require some amount of effort to keep things great for yourself. Midlife, basically, medically speaking, is your perimenopause, which is many, many years before menopause, which basically is a one-time event, menopause. And at least 6 years to 8 years before that, you are in your premenopause, and 4 years after that, you're in your postmenopause. So those 8 to 10 years of your midlife is where the transition is happening.
Wow.
You look after yourself well in this transition, and the rest of your life changes for the better.